Welcome to Surfing Australia TV, presented by Hyundai, here at the Hyundai ABB Finals. What a show we've got for you right now. On this edition, we relive all the glory from the Hyundai Australian Boardriders battle presented by NRMA Insurance. We profile Super Grom shred lord Lehani Zoric and the Brightsky Adaptive Championships, which were held in the Drum Circle of Life, Byron Bay. But first, FCS return with their epic Beneath the Surface series, and their first catch-up is with the extremely stylish Coco Cairns. Check it out.
Today we're catching up with an exciting young female surfer coming out of Australia. Her name is Coco Cairns. Now, she's not your typical aspiring pro surfer. She's doing things a little differently and she's doing them her way. Let's go get to know Coco Cairns a little better. Hey Coco.
Hi.
How you going?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good to meet you.
You too.
Thanks for having us in your cool looking garage.
It's okay.
Plenty of boards here.
This is like the slab families, most of it. Anything that's kind of pink is probably mine. This board is actually so fun.
You're starting to make a few waves in the surfing world. So where are you originally from? Let's rewind all the way back.
I'm from Noosa Heads, Queensland. I was always on the front of my dad's board from when I was real young, but I think I properly got into it when I was like maybe 12, like my first year of high school was when I kind of got the bug.
Yeah. Inspirations?
Steph Gilmore, of course, Lisa Anderson. I like Ethan Ewing surfing.
Everyone you've mentioned so far has a killer style. Is that something that is an important element for you?
Yeah. To me, it's like, when it comes to watching surfing, the most important part for me is how like satisfying to the eye it is.
Yep.
So I don't see why style shouldn't be one of the main parts of what people judge a good surfer off.
I'm right there with you. When it comes to style, I think it's a key element and sometimes a little overlooked. Let's start having a bit of a deeper dive into some of these boards that you're riding. Let's start here with Steph's board. How's this one going for you?
So good, yeah. This is probably my favourite thruster that I have at the moment.
And the fin setup? Merrick's.
Yeah, Merrick's. I actually picked the board up from the office and these were already in there. Okay. So I just stuck with, I was like, Steph's clearly doing something right, so I'll just
trust her
stick
judgment.
with them in there. Yeah.
It's actually a really popular fin. A lot of the women on tour ride this one. It's a really raked fin and it's part of our carver family. So there's different families in the FCS range. And this is one of the ones that has a lot of sweep or rake on it, but it's got a smaller center fin. So it's got a lot of drive, but then when you want to do a top turn, it's got this real nice, easy release. So not surprising that you like this one. What about some of your 20s, these EXO, Coco Ho 20s that you're into?
This one is kind of more, I'd surf this like maybe 3-foot snapper or something. Yep. It's an in-between the Steph board and this little Coco.
Yep, and what do you like about 20?
I think I like how light and easy they are in small waves.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really like having to, I like to make it as easy as I can surfing. This I surf on smaller days. Yeah. I kind of have been grabbing this almost every day this summer until this last swell.
Really?
Yeah, this is the new album fins in this one. And it's definitely a lot smaller than what I would usually ride.
It looks kind of tiny on you. This template's been out for a little while, but this is a new size that we've done in this, and we actually did it for this exact reason, for these boards, for lighter surfers and females who were just finding the large size in this was a little bit too big for them, felt a bit sticky. So yeah, the new smaller one in the album, that's been going really well. And what's happening with the Pizel over there?
This is a hand-me-down.
Oh, is that another one?
Yeah, I surfed this.
You're good at stealing surfboards off people.
I'm really good at stealing surfboards. I surfed it for the first time yesterday, which is kind of interesting, but it went really fun.
What I did notice is that you got the H4s in there.
Yeah, I surfed
Have you ridden these before? Have you surfed these before?
I reckon I surfed only these fins for about like 4 years straight.
Seriously?
Yeah, I have like a bad habit of I'll just put fins in a board and I'll kind of just stick to it. And I've been trying to like change it up a bit, putting in the carvers when it's a bit bigger.
Yep.
But I'd say like when I was competing, like during that phase of my life, these were in my board every single day. Like,
you know, a lot of R&D went into these guys. They're made in Switzerland. They pop out perfect each and every time. So I'm stoked that you're tapping into the H4.
yeah.
That's really cool. So shorties when the waves are good, 20s when it's a bit smaller, and what do we do about this guy?
This is the family board.
Okay.
I'm not going to claim it and say that
Okay.
it's mine, but yeah, I've known Thomas like my whole life growing up, seeing him on the points, so it's so nice when I can surf one of his boards. I feel like when you're surfing a Thomas in Noosa, it's like, feels like a community thing almost.
And you got the Kalia Manis fin. It's just his signature fin in here. I mean, the best thing about these fins is that you can just pop them out and move them because of the FCS2 base. I guess the biggest thing that I'm getting is that there's a feeling with each one of these boards that
Yeah.
you're liking.
Yeah, I kind of don't necessarily go off like the dimensions. I just go off the feel like the first time I surf it, and I feel like a lot of the time I just pick up however I'm, like whatever board I'm feeling that day.
Yep.
More so I go along with the waves, but also just like if I'm feeling like cruising, I'll go for a log. Same as a 20. I think right now, competing's definitely not like my #1 thing I'm going after. Like I'm not trying to get on tour right now, but I've just been enjoying like chasing swells and traveling, seeing new places, learning new cultures, and just making surfing a part of that.
Awesome. It sounds like you're pretty dialed in with all your equipment, which is really cool. I reckon we should grab some of these boards and maybe go for a surf. Thanks for having us. Thanks for the chat, and let's get in the water.
How sick are fins? Sick! Well, don't go anywhere, because after the break, we relive an epic weekend right here at Burleigh Heads for the Hyundai Australian Boardriders Battle National Final, presented by NRMA Insurance. Welcome back to Surfing Australia TV, presented by Hyundai. Well, let's check out some action from the Hyundai Australian Boardriders Battle Final, presented by NRMA Insurance.
Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown. Order up that beat just like it's takeout. Show me you got soul inside those new
Outside, Sheldon. What? Did you see that?
Yeah. With an attitude, so good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh.
Jimmy Wood, look at him teeing off.
Show me you got soul. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown. Got so much weight on my shoulders. Enough to knock me out, but I'm still holding the throne. You'll never know till it's over.
So sick. This is the best event of the year by a country mile. It's so cool coming up here.
Well, after the break, we check in on the rehabilitation of Australian Supergrom, Lehani Zoric. Queen! Well, you are watching Surfing Australia TV, presented by Hyundai. Well, Lehani Zoric is one of the true future champion of Australian women's surfing. But unfortunately, she copped a little knee injury, and we're going to check out how she's fought her way back to good health and premium ripping.
My life without surfing, I don't know where it would be.
Lehani's approach as a kid, and she's only 12 years old, is super positive.
Surfing is like my favourite thing to do, and eating and watching TV, so. My name is Lehani Zoric. I'm 12 years old and I'm from Byron Bay.
It's not often you get a surfer where it's almost unexpected. You know, she's very unpredictable what she's going to do on a wave, which, yeah, is super exciting as a coach.
She's like my second mum. She's like the greatest coach ever. The improvement is it's crazy, ever since I started getting coached by her. So yeah, I'm super grateful to have her too.
She's super exciting knowing the fact that she really wants to go to the air and really progressive manoeuvres, wants to get the fins out as much as possible. It's really like an open book working with her. It's really fun. Lehani came across an injury, pulled her MCL. It was just after Christmas time, I believe.
I was doing step-offs with Hedgie, and then what happened was I caught this 1 foot wave. I had done this little turn, and then it was kind of like a suckier section, and I tried to do another floater, but really I was trying to do it straight. It just didn't look like it. And then I was coming down really slow, and I buckled my knee. I had never injured myself this bad.
Doing progressive manoeuvres in the air, I think any surfer is at risk of injury at any time.
So I'd say, yeah, MCL injuries, like MCL tears, are super common. Obviously more common with things like airs and landing off from a height. The key things we do to prevent having injuries like these, like the MCL, is we want to maintain as good an ankle range of motion as possible and as good as hip range of motion as possible, and then building some capacity or strength within their body so that when they do land, they're able to absorb more through the hips and ankles. It doesn't all transmit into the knees.
All the stuff I've been doing with Paulie has helped me so much, building up in spots that I wasn't very strong in. But also I've been doing a lot of psychological stuff with Simon from MatLife, because definitely on my first wave I had a dream that I was gonna fall and hurt myself again and slip and break my ankle and stuff. If I do, it's not that bad because I get to watch TV. I love watching TV and playing with my brother. So I could do that, but I would hate to have to stay out the water again.
Holding back a surfer from pushing too hard to get back in the water too soon is definitely the hardest part of a rehab.
Before I hurt myself and now, even I'm just getting back into things, but I'm so much more powerful in my surfing, and yeah, I would definitely not be as powerful and stronger as if I hadn't have had all these guys in my corner.
As we see another young queen, Lehani Zoric, up and riding. 2 huge turns and a third. Unbelievable. Oh, well done. Go, Lehani. That's cool.
I'm buzzing, man. I got the most psycho vibe out of that.
Big injury. And she's been out of the water for a while. She would have been visualising this event for a long time, Vaughan.
Even a little tender, walking around this morning. That turn was huge. Backs it up with another slice, smashes it on the inside, gets the finish. Get ready for a monster score, Byron Bay. This is going to shoot them back up the leaderboard.
Lehani's future is obviously looking really positive and bright. It is a really long journey as a professional surfing athlete and trying to make the world tour. She's on the right path, she's super motivated, and that comes from Lehani. It's not her parents or her sponsors or myself pushing her. It's just purely Lehani loves surfing for the fun of it.
I'm not scared at all. I just want to surf like normal again. I don't like cutting across the face. But then I'm never going to try a floater ever again. That's it for floaters.
We'll stay there, because after the break, we're ripping right back in for the Adaptive Championships held at the very cosmic Byron Bay. Hi again. Well, if you've just joined us, you've stumbled across Surfing Australia TV, presented by Hyundai. Well, the Adaptive Championships were held again in the very cosmic Byron Bay, and what an event it was. It was a rip-in. How good was it?
Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was amazing.
Let's check it out.
Athletes from 16 nations have landed in beautiful Byron Bay, Australia for the Brightsky Adaptive Surfing Championships, presented by Forward Mobility Support. As the first stop on the Association of Adaptive Surfing Professionals World Tour, this event captures the camaraderie, resilience and teamwork required to compete as an adaptive athlete in the aquatic environment.
These type of events mean a lot to these guys. You know, they've gone through a lot in their lives. To be able to come overseas and see people in the same similar walks of life, you know, it's epic. It's such a good event.
This week-long event opened in style, shutting down the streets of Byron for the Parade of Nations, with all athletes, support teams and spectators joining together for a powerful welcome ceremony featuring the prestigious mixing of the sands, where sand from each beach or country is mixed together, marking the official start of this inspiring international celebration of surfing.
My name is Aleli Medina and I'm from Puerto Rico. I love Australia so much and it's always so fun to come here for competitions.
This is the first time for me to be in Australia, and to come to Australia, it's a dream. So for me, it's a dream come true to be here around and to see all the people around the world who come, and I love the vibe here. You feel like, hey, this is my place.
The early round surfing lit up the lineup, proving just how incredible these adaptive surfers really are, throwing down big scores and performing manoeuvres on ways that impress both the judges and crowds on the beach. Young inspiration, Aleli Medina was a standout in the blind and visually impaired women's division, charging her way into the finals with some seriously impressive surfing. 6 times world champion, Jocelyn Newmiller exceeded all expectation in the first of 2 finals, scoring a perfect 10-point ride and an excellent 8.87 in the tricky conditions. Event organiser and 6 times world champion, Mark Mono Stewart, proved his local knowledge, picking off some gems in his quarter-final and semi-final heats. These are just a few of the standout moments of incredible surfing from the early rounds of this international event, with a bump up in swell and conditions looking amazing. Finals day saw some high heat totals and awesome rides go down.
Today is finals day. We've set up at the pass this morning to give these guys the best possibility in options and high scoring waves.
Across all classifications, these surfers threw it all on the line to take home the win and begin their journey toward a world title in 2025. In the prone assist, former professional surfer Jesse Bilara impressed in his final with a 917 and a 767. Comboing the field.
Oh my God, it's amazing to be down here in Byron Bay, Australia. Like, man, it's just going off out there. Like, we got pretty blessed.
On the women's side, Jocelyn Newmiller continued to put up excellent numbers with a 957 and a 683.
It's sick just to see the other girls ripping as well. It's so great to see Annie and Ashley pushing the level of surfing every time they're coming out, and it's just so good to be part of.
Lehani Medina again impressed with an 8.07 and an 8.17. Surfing waves without vision is an incredible feat, and Ali rose to the occasion.
And there we have our champion from Puerto Rico, Lehani Medina.
Mono was unlucky in his heat, going down to an informed Llewellyn Sponge Williams.
To have yesterday as a late day with all the rain and then today blue skies and swell, it's just been great. Everyone's vibes super high. Yeah, the atmosphere on the beach and the competition, the community of the sport is just amazing. So, yeah, it's a great feeling to take the win.
Australia's Jack Jackson took out former Paralympic cyclist Matt Formston in the partial vision impaired division. In what is set to be a fierce rivalry in the unassisted prone classification, former professional bodyboarder Joel Taylor and young wonderkid Kai Collins battled it out in a hard-fought final, both with some impressive rides. But it was Kai with an 8.17 that set him apart and jagged him the trophy at this year's event.
There's so many people cheering me on and cheering everybody else on, and everyone surfed so good today. Really happy that we got good swell for the last day and beautiful weather.
Congratulations to all the competitors in this year's event. It's amazing to see international adaptive surfing on Australia's shores, and we hope to see it included in the 2032 Paralympics in Brisbane.
An inspiring bunch of humans, absolutely shredding. Well done. Well, that's it for another episode of Surfing Australia TV, presented by Hyundai. I'm Born Deadly. See you later.